How's it going today, Jera Bears? I'm Jera Sky if you're new here. Welcome to all of you. Today, let's talk about minimalism and your discomfort zone. Alright, let's talk about some minimalism and your discomfort zone, being out of your comfort zone. Probably one of the reasons that you are here is that you have been in your comfort zone for a bit and you are just feeling something is missing, or you're not getting where you want to be, or you're not being who you want to be, or you're not living the life you want to live, you're not who you are wanting to be. Something is off. So when you are first starting minimalism, you will feel uncomfortable. That is normal. That is natural. That is gonna happen. So this applies to not only like getting rid of your stuff, but just in your life in general. The more comfortable you can become in your discomfort zone of feeling a little uneasy, of getting used to change, growth, all of that, the easier life will be in general. Is this an overnight process? Probably not. Working a muscle that has just been so lazy is going to take time. It's going to take practice. It won't necessarily come overnight. So think about when you were growing up. And I don't know about you, but when I was growing up, I could literally feel so much pain from when my bones were growing. And this is kind of like that, but it's more like emotional pain. But it still hurts just as much. However, as opposed to this being tied to your nerves and a physical sensation, well, it might still be a physical sensation. You might get uneasy and feel sick to your stomach or anything being uncomfortable when you're getting rid of items that you think you might otherwise need. So this emotional pain you are feeling, a lot of it has to do with trust. It's like you don't trust, say, yourself, your life, your surroundings, your friends, your family to help you out if you were to need stuff. That's a big issue. You think if you get rid of clothes, you're going to be one day just all of a sudden have no clothes and then you're going to be wandering out on the street naked? That people would let you do that? Your friends would just be like, cool with that? Or you get rid of too many shoes and you have an event that requires a pair of shoes that you had gotten rid of previously and you're going to have to go to an event wearing different shoes and you wear those shoes and it makes the whole event collapse. Like, what is the major effect? Almost nothing. Almost nobody is paying attention to your shoes. The person who's paying the most attention to this stuff that you are now missing is you. And the only person that's beating you up for not having these certain things is you. And even some of the getting rid of things, thinking that you might need them later, it's a trust issue. You're not trusting that you are strong enough, you are smart enough, or you are capable enough to replace the item should you actually need it later down the line. But if you think about it, you've gotten this far in life and circumstances have come up that you weren't prepared for, and you learned and you grew and you know new things about yourself. It happens almost every single day. It happens every month. It happens every year. New things happen. You're just assuming that something's going to happen and you're not going to be able to handle it. The more you can get comfortable in, say, not being 100% prepared for every situation, the easier this is all going to be. It seems so silly. This is like, we're talking about like it's like life and death here. When it's just stuff, it's mostly having issues getting rid of clothes and shoes and kitchen items and little knick-knack stuff around the house. Take a moment to think about how absurd this all is. How worried you are about not having these things that you can literally go to the store and rebuy again. Have Amazon shipped to your door, never leave the house, and rebuy again. What are we afraid of? The more you realize that you are actually always constantly in a discomfort zone, then a comfort zone, the more okay you're gonna just be feeling okay to just go with it. Because no situation are you ever 100% prepared for. That show Preppers, where they prep for all these crazy things to happen for the end of the world and this and that, is so silly because in some ways they are not prepared at all, because the sensations of what will happen and how they will feel when everything is happening, you can't prepare for it until it happens. Even putting yourself through some sort of training cycle of this, it's not the same as when the event actually happens and your adrenaline is running, things are going. Some people freeze when stuff gets scary. No matter how hard they've prepared, they just shut down. It's your fight or flight response. Some people shut down. Sometimes I shut down. So no matter how much you think you are even in a comfort zone, new things happen every single day, correct? And we're not always prepared. That's why people have bad days, right? That happens frequently because you're not 100% prepared. You don't know everything that's going to happen. You are constantly in a state of discomfort. And if you just trust that it's okay, you are strong enough human, you can get through it, You can trust those around you to help you. You can trust yourself that you're not going to put yourself in a bad situation. Just start letting go of your stuff that you don't need. You will feel a lot better than holding on to all of this. In some ways, some of this stuff that you are holding on to is creating more stress because you think that by getting rid of it, it will make your life harder. And really, usually, almost always, it makes your life easier. So trust the process. Trust getting rid of stuff. Trust touching your stuff. What does it make you feel like? Does it make you happy? Does it add to your life? Does it facilitate your future dream life? Are these things holding you back? Are they taking up space and not paying rent? They are. And could you rebuy them? Because if you can, then it doesn't really matter. You might say, Jera, well, I got rid of stuff and now I have to buy a whole bunch of that stuff again because I got rid of it and now I don't have the money for it. One, I would say, how did you get rid of all that stuff? Because to need to buy a bunch of stuff that you've gotten rid of, it seems like you didn't detach from your stuff emotionally and check through everything that you had to see if it was working or not. 2, did you go on Facebook and ask family and friends if they could lend you the items that you need? 3, did you go on Craigslist and see if there is people giving away that stuff for free? There are resources out there. You've got to stop panicking. You've got to chill, relax, and make sure when you do get rid of stuff, you think about how often do I use this? What is this for? Does it make me happy? Does it facilitate the life I'm currently living? Or is it going to facilitate my dream life? Or is it for an old part of my life that I don't really care for? Ask yourself a bunch of those questions when you are getting rid of stuff instead of just throwing stuff away willy-nilly. That's definitely not recommended. And if you are trying to get more used to being in your discomfort zone, think about when you travel and you are only allowed to bring a bag of stuff somewhere. When things come up, things happen, what do? You go to the store, you buy the things that you don't have, didn't bring, or didn't expect that you would need, and you take care of it, you handle it. You're an adult. Some of you might not be adults, but if you act like this and you treat yourself like this and you respect yourself and you trust yourself and the things that you can do, you'll be way on your way to adulting in no time. More than some adults currently are. The more you push yourself out of your comfort zone and try new things, try to get rid of new things, try new events and everything like that, the more comfortable you're going to find yourself in your discomfort zone. At one point in life, you didn't think that you would be able to pay rent, but now you do. At one point in your life, you didn't know what going to a job every day would feel like, but now you do. At one point in your life, you never knew what it felt like to go to a party. And I'm sure you were nervous and anxious and everything to go to that. And you did it. Now you know what it feels like. And you're like, whatever, I can go to a party or I can not go to a party. So just take that with you into thinking about the comfort zone. Trust that you're going to have new experiences, and new experiences are usually pretty wonderful. Even when they are bad, later on you see benefit from them. So trust that experiencing new things will make you feel better, will expand your life, will help you grow, will make you feel more like a whole person. I just wanted to add a little bit about me and me pushing myself out of my comfort zone. I always feel like every time that I do push myself out of my comfort zone and into my discomfort zone, I always feel like more of a person afterwards. I feel more complete. Whereas before, I feel like because I'm afraid to do something or scared to do that thing, that I'm missing out on life. And it's because you are. And doing it a lot of times just makes you feel better, and it makes you be able to take on bigger and bigger tasks later on. Alright guys, I hope you liked this video on minimalism and your discomfort zone. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. And for the comment section, how about what's a situation that at one point in your life you were super uncomfortable going to, doing, or an item you were super afraid to get rid of, and now is it that big of a deal? Put that in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave if you are in fact new here. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, 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 and good day. I'm Jera Sky. Sky's the limit. Woo! Is this an over? Is this... You think it... But if you think about it, you've gotten... Even no matter... Are they paying rent and...